One Piece has had a huge presence in the masterlise series of figures, but more specifically in the masterlise X-Piece subset of figures. If you aren't familiar with X-Piece figures, they're basically crane figures, but with the same quality as masterlise figures. One Piece did have traditional masterlise figures made, but frankly, a lot of them were poor quality and it was always the same characters: Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Ace, Law, and Sabo. Those figures were constantly being made in the masterlise series, so I can see why some people may not be that excited to see a review of the latest masterlise Luffy. But I'm here to tell you that there is a lot worth talking about as we start our journey with Ichiban Kuji, One Piece Beyond the Trials, starting with masterlise Monkey D. Luffy. We do anime figure reviews, news, and more here on the channel, so if you don't want to miss out on the hottest releases, make sure you subscribe. Today's figure is from Ichiban Kuji, One Piece Beyond the Trials. This set features many masterlise figures and is the third traditional masterlise set for One Piece that serves as somewhat of a soft reboot for its masterlise series. This entire set focuses on the monster trio post time skip and their respective trainers during said time skip. Prize A is masterlise Luffy. Prize B is masterlise Zoro. Prize C is masterlise Sanji. Prize D is masterlise Mihawk. Prize E is masterlise Ivankov. Prize F is a tote bag. Prize G are different metal charms of the masterlise figures in this set. Prize H are rubber assortments. Prize I are different A-Collect acrylics of different characters in the series. Prize J are clear files and stickers. And the last one prize is masterlise Rayleigh Silvers. This set released in Japan on May 10th, 2025 and has since been released overseas as of July 2025. Every main figure in this set has gotten an overseas release, including the last one prize. Just the small prizes never came out overseas, but you can buy all of these today with today's sponsor, BigBadToyStore.com. I've been using them for 10 years. They're my go-to spot to get overseas items like Ichiban Kuji, aka Ichibancho, or other figures. So I definitely recommend you go and check them out. You can use my affiliate link in the description below, as well as the pinned comment down below. It will feature every single figure that is shown in this video, so that way you can support me while picking some up for yourself. Now with all that background out of the way, let's dive into Luffy. Something I really disliked about the old One Piece masterlise figures is just how cheap they felt. Old Luffy figures felt almost as if their legs were hollow because of how thin they were. I get that Oda's characters are usually slimmer than most typical anime character designs, but it doesn't mean you can skimp out on quality. Luckily, this set showcases that Bandai has learned quite a bit from that. Luffy feels a lot more dense than past figures, and the new clear supports these come with now really helps him stand firmly and balanced. Other aspects of the sculpt, especially visually, are incredibly impressive. Luffy's pose is iconic, as it's one that he usually does as he moves toward an opponent that he's about to beat the crap out of. His musculature is really well done, and it emphasizes Luffy's growth after the time skip. I felt like past masterlise versions of him made him a bit too thin, so this is a welcome change. Luffy's shirt and belt sash flowing behind him look fantastic with realistic folds and textures. You can even see a few little lines sculpted into his shirt to really give it that anime looking touch. Luffy's hat and hair are impressively done too. Another issue I had with older One Piece masterlise figures was their inability to rightfully capture character likenesses. Something always felt off, but this Luffy is a huge improvement. His eyes, scar, smile, eyebrows, and even position of his nose, they're perfect. I've never seen it done quite so well on a masterlise figure. The paint on Luffy is surprisingly muted, but it has shading from top to bottom. Luffy's skin has mixtures of shading for subtle depth, while the more apparent areas are all over his clothes. Even his hat has a little bit of shading on it. I think the most apparent area that you can see this wonderful effect of shading is his belt sash. While I do prefer my figures to have a brighter paint finish, this one is spectacular in all of its different applications. It even has some metallic gold for his buttons, which is a really nice touch. Luffy stands at an impressive size of 10 inches. He scales perfectly alongside the others within this set. While I'm still in the process of recollecting past masterlise figures for One Piece, I still do remember their sizes being very close to these. So with that in mind, I think Luffy will pair perfectly with nearly every figure they've released so far in the rebooted masterlise series. This Luffy may not feel like anything special on the surface, but ever since his reveal and now that I own him, I can certainly say that he is the definitive Luffy figure. Now, I do hope that Bandai moving forward create new versions of Luffy for masterlise, his other gears, other outfits, instead of this specific Luffy, but I'm happy that they revisited this strictly for the reason that this is a huge improvement of the last two that we got in masterlise. So hopefully they start doing the other Straw Hats as well, but this Luffy is a great way for anybody to start their One Piece masterlise collection. Well, those are my thoughts, guys. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you made it this far in the video and you enjoyed it, then please leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you do want to join our community of anime collectors and enthusiasts that are just like you, check the link in the description to join our Discord server. It's free to entry. Come make some friends, show off your collection, and have a great time. But I think that's all I got for you guys today. So, till the next video, I'll see you all later.